Well, we can either do something good, or we can do something fast. And I think these people deserve something good. So let's get to it. Well, hey, each and everybody, and welcome to another Smoke and Mirrors. This episode is brought to you by elasticity. Elasticity. It's the ability to stay flexible in the face of anything that happens to be in front of you. Elasticity. And now, here's a song. Once in a while, when you look around and down, then you see that there's just the ground, but where the sidewalk was. You're standing on a cliff, 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 cliff. And now here they are, your invenerable host, Carlos Kareem, a Wyndham. That's how we know we're here. Do you remember on Tuesday when I was sharing about how I had upset some white girls? It wasn't just one, and it wasn't just the two who were here. It turned out by the end of the day, my hat trick had turned into what do you call it? A quadra trick? Quadra. I got a quadra. And I pissed off four white ladies yesterday. Kelly Bells, there's no reason to be jealous. Why be jealous? Hey, you know what else is not to be jealous of? Let's go ahead and I was going to show it in a second. Let's show it now. There it is. Hey, look at this. I got a thank you balloon with a pile of fruit from a friend of the show, Kelly Shaw, who is now got a title that's got to do with Director of Equity. I put it in the chats, Kel. I forgot the official title of all the things. Congratulations and felicidades to you. Well deserved, well earned, well deserved and earned. Just since we're already at this screen, let's go ahead and make sure everybody's got their warm bevy. Nummels. Not gulp gulp. Glug glug. I see producer Tracy on the set and our red eye to go. You know, I put cinnamon on top of that so it would have a little bit of extra Mexican to it, kind of like me. And it almost just burnt my throat. Hey, tomorrow, would you please not be here because I won't be here. But if you would be here on Tuesday, April the 13th, I will be here with Aida Salazar. Aida Salazar is an author, a very, very recently award-winning author, and we will be speaking about her children's book having to do with the life of Latinx folk, and I do hope that you will join us here for that. And if you like what we do, well, go ahead and support it. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, give us a share at all the appropriate places. Those are free ways you can do it. Leave a comment in the chitter chats. That'd be a great thing to do. And if you do it on YouTube or Facebook, whether or not we are here live or later on, it helps the numbers go for it. Doesn't hurt. Also, if you are truly vested and you want to go ahead and throw a buck in the bucket, throw a buck in the bucket. That doesn't sound right. I don't know. Where we listen, if you'd like to contribute, there are three ways: Venmo at Carlos Wyndham, Cash App at $ CK Wyndham, PayPal /me .CK Wyndham. And if you absolutely love what we do and you are wanting to become a patron of the art, please do. We have so many folks who already do. You see their names scrolling on the screen. You do that at Patreon at Smoke and Mirrors CCB. CCB is for Comedy, Culture, and Blackness. CCB. Like to remind folks as well, and I do hope that everybody who is watching with me here got their tickets for Back in Blue with Tommy Loren. I got my tickets. That's happening right now at the Madron Center, Madron Conference Center in South Carolina. And what I did, along with many other folks online, is we just went ahead and got 2 tickets per. Sure hope that Tommy Lauren is not faced with the possibility of having to perform to no audience at all, because we bought up all the tickets. So yesterday, spoke about it a little bit. There were some new fans, hyper fans, stans, if you will, in the chats with us. I do refer to them as hyper fans because for me, it seems that if you are going to take time out of your afternoon, especially around the 420 time when we could be smoking and chilling, and you're going to find a show or an event or a stream or a thing about anything, and you're going to spend your time going into the chats to tell them what garbage they are, that is a deep investment. What I asked for folks to do with the Tommy Loren thing, for instance, is to get your tickets and then just ignore it. Just ignore it. I just wanted to remind you that we're contributing to the big nothing that's happening, and we go on about our lives. There's no need to then terrorize anyone. I don't know what sort of musk I had on. I don't know what sort of I don't know what sin I committed, but boy, oh boy, yesterday, white women loved me. Extra shout out to the one who said that I have a very feminine voice. Goals met. I appreciate that. Also, I don't know if you know what words mean. I have a what in a binary world could be perceived as a very feminine affectation to my speech, and I have a very baritoned masculine voice. And for a very long time, I was in the closet and worked very, very hard to talk like this all of the time. And I could talk like this, and I could even when I was rapping mostly, right? I could talk like this because I got a little more swagger to it. Plus, speaking African American vernacular English is not secret and it's not new, right? Is me, right? So either one of those was always very comfortable for me to slip into. The former and the latter, because each of them protected me to a degree from the hypermasculinity of the world, meaning boys who would beat you up for doing things like wearing a pink jacket or talking in ways that might be perceived as feminine. But it took me a long time to strip those walls down and to be real and to present who I am as I am. And haters on the troll looking for what to do think I'm very feminine, which thank you. Thank you for seeing me. I see you too. I study white people. Anyway, all of that, it inspired something in me. One of the things that in these United States people seem to find very masculine is sports, and we find it good that sports are so masculine and so macho. And the more macho the sport, and the more masculine the people therein, the better it is. And so today, let's do sports talk. Sports talk, sports talk, do. Do. Boo, ch, boo, ch, boo, ch, boo, ch. Sports talk, sports talk, sports talk, sports talk. First sport, football. This is America's sport. This is the one. This, if you're gonna be a macho and you're gonna be in the United States, you've heard of it. I was a little bit in it, a little bit when I was a little. When I was young, my father put me in pee wee football, and then I was in recreational football. Uh, then I even played football in the junior of the high school. I had been one of the larger of the then fellows who was there, and I was ooh, yes, I want to be in whatever this is. This is my team. I'm in it. I'm on it, and I might even be the captain. Listen, I tried to football, and then a boy who was the size of it was very clear that he worked on the farm. He was the size of the oxen that he had clearly replaced plowing the fields. This white boy stepped on my knee, and then I limped my ass out of the game. And then I promptly rejoined the drama department and never once looked back again. So again, I am the most qualified person in the world to talk about what we're going to talk about next. Football, football, football. Today in the news in the football, and speaking of men wearing pink, Deshaun Watson is seen here daring you to call him something effeminate about it. He might be in a wee bit of hot water. It seems that he has pursued effectively the path of being macho. He did a thing that may have been done perhaps by Joe Namath with absolutely no sort of recourse being taken. It could have even been done by Tom Brady. He tried to get his balls flattened, evidently, by 22 different women who did not want to be the official ball flatteners of Deshaun Williams. And so then it seems that he either through coercement or harassment or coercion or bullying or threats or violence, engaged in some level of unwanted and consenting bonerdom with 22 women. The pattern was that he was asking for masseuse to come to his room, and then they would come to his room, and then he would be naked on his belly, and then he would roll over, and Then there would be a massive erection. And so, anyway, he's the Texas Rangers quarterback. He's very talented at throwing a football. It's very talented at throwing a football. Hey Ray Ray, hey Ray Ray. So that's good. Footballs are good. And listen, I don't know what it is about what, because the thing is, people think when you think massage parlor, sometimes some of the cis men's have this association with massage parlor and gratification of the sexual nature. Some men Houston Texans. It's the Houston Texans. Wait a minute. They're not the Houston Oilers no more? Is that politically not correctish? I don't know footballs. Come on. Somebody put me on ESPN right now. Let's make this happen. Yeah, some men confuse massages with sex, and it's not good. It is perhaps a byproduct of the patriarchy and associating sex and violence together, and sports and sex, and saying that when you have the sex, then that's scoring a touchdown, or that you are rounding bases or something. And there's a fourth base and a third base and a second base and a first base, and it's a sport like what Matt Gaetz made it into. That all of that is not. It's not good. It's not good. Look at all of this information. I don't know nothing about nothing. What? 90s? Bishes. How? Do you? I thought we were taking a knee. I didn't think we got back up. Do you know? How do you know? 90s is before cap. Anyway, more in football. This is Philip Adams. He he shot a lot of people today. Oh boy. He shot a lot of people today in South Carolina. He shot five people, and two of them are kids, and one is an old doctor, and everyone in the town knows who it was. And then he shot himself, and he also he was in the NFL. He played on the Jets, and he played on other teams too. And we don't know much yet. We know that we know. Oh, we know that he had a bad day. We know that he had a bad day, and that he did what he did. And I'm sure we'll be given the same grace as Robert Long, who had a bad day again at the massage parlor. Football. Yes, I do have a decorative fly swatter. That was a thing that happened when after Mike Pence had a fly on his head, and we were hoping that we were going to be able to not have a Nazi autocrat for the leader. And we won. And so I keep it up. It was going to be a very sad memorial if we lost, and very likely one of the reasons that I end up getting punched in the mouth or shot. but instead it will just be for the same reason as all the other black people, because I'm black. So yay to that. Speaking of getting shot, while this was happening, Joe was on the lawn giving a talk about gun control and all the new gun control measures that he doesn't need Congress to do now. So, problem fixed. There's a balloon. Mission mission accomplished. He was talking about some things like making sure that certain kinds of guns are not the guns you're allowed to use, like the guns that were used, the gun that was used at the King Soopers shooting, my hometown. Thank you very much. Boulder, Colorado, nanu nanu, bitch. He was talking about tracing guns, making it harder to get guns at a flea market or a gun sale or online. And if you happen to get your hands on one of the guns, by the way, there are enough for everyone in the United States to have for. Then those guns. That's different. That's different. But sports. Uh, Joshua, this is getting sad. Seriously, we said we were doing sports. We're going to be macho. We're being men today. Let's talk other sports. Other sports. We said there's three big sports. There's three. Let's talk the talk. Baseball. Oh, baseball. Speaking of Colorado, speaking of the Mile High, speaking of the 5280, 5820, 50 50 50 50. I'm from there. I'm allowed to say it as long as I as wrong as I want to. Nanu nanu 303. Hey, so the sports ball is gonna happen at the Mile High Stadium. That's not my Coors Field. Is that Coors Field? Yes, in Denver, Colorado. I know this stadium. I know this stadium because back in college, this is when the stadium was erected, and it was erected where used to be a shelter for the homeless and many many encampments. Baseball. It was I know already, right? But let's time capsule the shit. We never know when someone's watching. Moved in response to Georgia's voting restrictions. They want to put a whole bunch of more not black people's voting polls places, and also to make you not have water or food if you are a black voter in one of their very very long lines, and to uh shut up niggers. Eh, well, what? I Joshua, stop it. I didn't make the law. The man signed it underneath a portrait of a plantation with six white men, and then he arrested a black lady and took her away. To when he signed it, it's not. I didn't do it. No, you're right. I'm saying that means shut up, niggers. I know what that means. I've been black a very long time. Anyway, so yeah, there you go. Oh, also, yeah, opening day in Texas, there was no, as Kelly is pointing out, regulation around masking, and people were squishing. And so, also already, they said that's the last time that's going to happen for the baseballs. It was a one-off, and because everyone's going to get sick, and the corona wave number 4 here from Europe. The European variety has hit the shores. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Anyway, so a whole bunch of people started speaking about the voting thing. Coca-Cola did it. When I say people, I mean corporations, because I don't know if you remember this, but corporations are people, my friend, said Mitch McConnell. So these people, like Coca-Cola, like Delta, like the MLB, decided that they're going to take some stances. Marvel hopefully is going to take a stance. Atlanta has become the new Hollywood. And so, of course, Mitch McConnell is having a fit. Here he is shitting out some new voting restriction laws. It's really super duper. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. Anyway, Mitch had a thing to say about it all. He was not excited. And he said corporations should go ahead and mind their own fucking business, which is very ironic because corporations are people because of the work that was done so effectively by Mitch McConnell under George Bush with the last Supreme Court, including Antonia Scalia, who made corporations into people. And these people who were losing their money, who are corporations, who worship money and not people, so when their money was going to skedaddle, changed their position because they give a fuck for their position. They don't care. Whatever's keeping the money. And keeping the money meant moving the game, means not having a Coke, means not flying on Delta. And Mitch pointed out, Republicans like Coke. Republicans fly in airplanes. I think corporations should shut up and fly. Shut up and pitch. And like, of course, Fox News and all those people, they're trying to say was that the players were having a protest and making it like a culture issue, that's what's happening. And it is a culture issue, but it's a culture issue that happened because white people decided again that they needed to be the only ones to vote, trying to revert us to the time of playing Jim Crow chess for our voting rights. That is the game of chess in which only the white pieces move around the board. Well, the corporations aren't with it this time, and Mitch doesn't have any actual power to stop it. And so now he's just making vague threats, which is fun. Honestly, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I would love for him to threaten something else. I think it's precious. I think it's precious. You're going to die first, asshole. You're going to die first. I promise. Oh, I got to see Nixon die and Scalia too. Anyway, Trump said let's also ban the Coke, and went on there to say it, but then he couldn't do it because if you look real close, hidden behind the phone right there, you will see that what he has is Diet Coke. Because on the desk at the White House, he had a button that allowed for somebody to bring him a Diet Coke at any point in the day, at any moment, day or night whatsoever, because of course he fucking did. Of course he fucking did. Oh, honey, no. I wasn't talking to Josh. No, I would never talk to. No, we had producer Tracy had put me in my place. Listen. Joshua and I used to have a very abusive relationship, and that was on me. That was on me. That's not you. Do you hear me? You were dressed very sexy, and do you know what? That has nothing to do with it. It was on me. I was power tripping, and in front of all of our friends and our former president. and his Diet Coke that he's trying to hide behind his phone, I apologize, Joshua, once again. And I won't do that again. Partnership. That's what we have. Partnership. Producer Tracy, thank you. We see you. Partnerships. That's what we're building here. Fatima, shout out again for helping the white girls see their way out yesterday. Thank you. Partnership. It takes a village. Anyway, Trump could not seem to give up his coke. But then again, neither could Don Jr. Neither could Don Jr. give up his coke. Never gonna forget this. This is great. This is just classic. It's great. It's good stuff. Basketball. This is very depressing. I'm not having any fun today. I don't The last several shows, everything we're doing, it's just creeps, men are creeps, men are creeps, men are creeps. Huh? Oh no, I know, no, 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 boo boo. It's not you. It's the creepy men. I know. I just want to hear. Do you know what I'm saying? Maybe the research team. Maybe we could all get in the writers' room and see if we can find great men in modern history. Let's see if we can find some of those. Tom Hanks. Maybe we could do Tom Hanks. That'd be nice. What? Okay, right. Yes, Chet Hanks did come from his balls. Okay, Fatima has a good point. We're not gonna do Tom Hanks. Not gonna just. How about Denzel? What about Denzel? Right? What? A Republican Christian. Okay. All right, but okay, okay, but you know what? There are good Republican Christians in history. He might still do something good. What? Oh, are you serious? John David Washington is his son. The one in the backwards Christopher Nolan movie and that piece of shit, the one who Baby Denzel, he's a bad actor. Oh, right. Huh? Cheated on his wife? Okay. I don't know. We'll find somebody. Somebody in somebody in the audience, find us a good straight, and we'll talk about good straight men in modern history. That'll be good. It'll be good. It'll be good. There might be one. Fatima, stop making that face. Come on. We have to give them a chance. No, you're right. We really don't do it. Basketball. So let's get into it. Charles Barkley's an idiot. Thought it would be a good time to chime in on the corporations and said that that they should stop dividing the races, because what they're doing is they're dividing rich people and poor people and black people and white people, and that it's them keeping us all apart by doing real stupid things like moving the Major League Baseball game over to Colorado. Let me tell you something. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous and it's disgusting, Kenny, because what needs to happen is that we need to not upset Master when we're trying to make all of this money, which once I do make it for Master, I really feel like I should be able to get a place at the front of the line for my coronavirus vaccine. That's all I'm saying. Shaq? He said that. He said that. He says that he thinks he should get a virus shot, and so should every MLB player, and every hockey player, and every sportsy player, because of all the money that they put into the system, and they are taxed so much. Must be really, really hard to be a multimillionaire. And I would just offer that if Chuck wanted to give up any of that money and offer it to me, and to Smoke and Mirrors, that we would make sure that it got disseminated to many, 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 many different organizations supporting our BIPOC, queer, and trans communities across the nation. He also said that we need to stop talking about stupid things like defunding the police or getting rid of the police or whatever the stupid nonsense is that Black Lives Matter is on. I mean, Chuck Kenny, what? I'm Chuck, right? Shaq Kenny. All I'm saying is, I like white meat. Oh, also he wanted to be a cop, and also so did Shaq. And Shaq actually has an unofficial sheriff's badge, and they are all pieces of shit who care not about you or black people unless they are as rich as them. And for that analysis, Chuck gets the that was it. We did it like John David Washington. We did it backwards. That was he gets the accidental racist award. He gets the accidental racist award. Uh he does. He does. Hey, speaking of which, it's not Coca-Cola dividing people. It turns out it's this guy. His name's Ron. Did you watch the Into the Q hole? Into the storm, the Q storm on whatever HBO is called now. Holy shit. Yeah, turns out the Q, it's that doofus right there. Ugh. What the fuck? You serious? Ah, Jesus Christ. His name's Ron Watkins. His dad is a fucking racist Nazi. They're expats. He's half Asian. He hates himself. I don't know. There is no Q. Yeah, that's Q. That's Q, my guy. That's Hunty Raven. Yes, yeah. I hate it. It is. It's true. It's true. It's true. It's cat's out of the bag. There was a reporter who followed him for 3 years, and it was in the last minute when he slipped up and was talking about Q, having been posting anonymously leading up to the insurrection and thereafter, and said about Q, yes, but I only post publicly under my own name, Ron Now, and I don't post anonymously anymore. I mean, not that I ever did, because I wouldn't, because I'm not Q. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. He was trying girl, he was trying to be cute with it. He was trying to be cute with it. I'm telling you what. Really, what the thing is, though, he just wanted his daddy to love him. He was on that Trump bullshit, and he figured out the code to expose the underbelly of whiteness, and he did. And with Sunshine, it blossomed. That's all that happened. That's all that happened. And he said, how could I be a white supremacist? I'm not white. Well, ask Clarence Thomas, you stupid motherfucker. Oh, also, speaking of the dumb Q followers who would be very upset if they were to actually follow the information, look at the resources, look at the thing on HBO. It's on Newsweek now. It's going to be on CNN. It's going to be in all the places. This jackoff was on Fox. He was on O News, America First, America One, whatever the hell it's called. All the things. Here's the thing about it, though. It wasn't like it was just Q told them to go and storm the castle on January 6th alone, because you'll remember it was Take Back the Steel. And that was actually led by this man, Scammy Davis Jr. Speaking of that Sunshine Man, you can take the sunshine, sparkle it with rain, rain. I don't know the words. I'm not. I don't know the words. Anyway, that's Ali Alexander. and he is the one who initiated Stop the Steal. And together with the bullshit that Q Ron Watkins was pumping, the two of these two incredibly handsome fellows went ahead and almost broke American democracy and gave us an authoritarian Nazi president for fun because they're misanthropes because fuck it because his dad's a Nazi. I don't know Ali's he calls himself Ali. I think his name is clearly Ali. I don't know, and he's born here. I'm not trying. I listen, Carlos. Okay, so I'm just saying. I say croissant. I've been pronouncing it croissant since I was 10. So I don't know. But anyway, yeah. It was a year before the election. Indeed, it had been going on, and had been going on in coordination with the folks with the Custers, with the Custers. Well, in fact, he may be one of Jeff Dunham's puppets. Quite frankly, the bullshit that was coming out of his keyboard and his face hole, and still is. Oh, also too, one is an expat and is free, and the other one we don't know where he is. The Scammy Davis Jr. Don't know where he is right now, and the one the anyway. I don't want to get racialist. I will. I'm not going to. I will. I'm not going to. I will, but I won't. Out loud, Joshua. I won't. Out loud. In my head, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. You can't stop me. I'm doing it. None of you can stop me. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Also, I don't want to hear anything about anybody's mental health and all of this sort of thing. We're not playing this game, okay? These are not weird, fucked up loners and incel da 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 da. Fuck you. They followed the scripts of white supremacy perfectly. They highlighted and lifted up white mediocrity to believe that it was king and gave it its path and pointed it out and illuminated it for them. It did the work of white supremacy. That is what all of us are meant to do. If you look at it from the perspective of whiteness, which is what this country was founded on, they're kind of your kings. So, again, one more shout out for hypermasculinity as a reflection of and tool in white supremacist patriarchal capitalism. Because there you go, winner chicken dinner. Got a balloon. On Tuesday, I'll be here with Ida Salazar. Come back. That'd be great. Oh, Falcon and Winter Soldiers tomorrow, huh? We're gonna black it up. We're gonna black it up. We're gonna black it up. That's gonna be great. Hyper militarist. Did you see the obligatory shirtless scene in last week's episode? That was sexy. That was super sexy. Okay, bye. Hey, this is a record called "And We Ride," and I'm on it. And it's by Wallace. Wallace is the band, and We Ride is the album. It is available on SoundCloud. Go over there and listen to it and buy it. Do it. Do it. Buy it. Do it on SoundCloud. Wallace. And We Ride. Do it. This has been Smoke and Mirrors. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you would like to see more of what we do and see it without the words and want to see past episodes, anything like that, go over to IG. You can see that at Smoke and Mirrors CCBIG at Smoke and Mirrors CCB. That's for comedy, culture, and baseball in the Mile High. Twitter, Caballo Negrito, for the monolingual amongst us. Caballo Negrito literally translates to corporations are people, my friend, and people can make new choices. Caballo Negrito, corporations are people, my friend, and people can make new choices. Hey, do you have a thought, question, or comment about something we should be talking about, something we shouldn't be talking about, a guest we should have, any other shit like that? Go ahead and write to us at Smoke and Mirrors CCB at gmail.com. That's Smoke and Mirrors CCB, that is comedy, culture, and blackness, at gmail.com. See, I can sound like a man. You heard that shit? Hold up. Hold up. Smoke and Mirrors, CCB at gmail.com. This is an event that's produced by Tracy Tatamy. This is also hosted and produced by the one and only Carlos Kareem Wyndham. Yo, take care of yourself. Take care of the ones you love. Take care of the people next to you. I can't do that. I can't. It's too much work. Honestly, it's like I can feel my balls like fall down from my chest and start oozing down my leg. I'm not doing that. Anyway, take care of yourself. Take care of each other. When you go outside, wear 2 masks. Please get a vaccine. When you come back inside, wash your hands. And I don't know a different way to say take care of yourself. Cuídate. Do that. Okay? Why? Because we love you and we want to see you back here on Tuesday when we're talking to Ida about her award-winning book. Okay, that's a show. Goodbye.